Hey chat. I yeah, I don't know. I this isn't like really like a stream. This is more of just like I want to just be able to sit and think and maybe I'll put that as my title. I don't know. I'm just not I'm just kind of just going through my own mental process of just kind of sitting, chilling, thinking about stuff and just sharing gameplay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I've found that I use video games to almost enter like that
30 seconds until
meditative
minions
type
spawn.
thing, like state. It's like it is for some it is like an escape or distraction, right? But like for me, I find that it is those things, but in a way where it allows me to actually get like to think about things that I had been avoiding in a way
Minions have
by not
spawned.
thinking about them at all. It's like kind of like it's very interesting. Very like by not spending the time stressing, worrying, thinking like about whatever it is that I'm want to spend on or what I'm like whatever I'm going through. It kind of just has a way of presenting itself and showing itself and working itself out. And like to a point where I don't even really want to interact with anyone else while I'm doing this because I'm just so in my own space and my own thing of this, and I really love sharing the journey and sharing my gameplay along the way. I think that's really fun. But I feel that interacting with chat can be really disruptive for me at times, and I just kind of want to I don't know. I wanted to make this comment so that I can at least so that someone understands because um, it's not really what you think of when you think of Twitch in a way, you know. And every stream is very unique, but hold on. Oh no. I didn't trade that hard there because I was trying to yeah. I wanted to clip that so that I could leave it for to have as a clip or something, you know, because I do want to leave something like almost like a breadcrumb for someone coming in to realize why I may not be interacting with them or something like that, you know. What's also fascinating is that like a lot of my thoughts while I'm gaming, I enjoy sharing out loud, which I think it makes the stream feel really, I don't know, I would say like cozy or interactive. But really, I'm not looking for someone's response. Maybe I'll catch up with it later in a comments section or something like that, you know. But like for the most part, I'm just gaming, thinking out loud. But I really like that, and I think that that's a structure that can really work well for me if I lean into it rather than avoid it, you know. And a good example of this is yesterday or maybe it was yesterday or sometime recently I was playing. That moment right there where Sona just went so far past the minions is exactly why I say League of Legends is a meditative state, like when you're playing this game, because that is just you really gotta look at all the you get to almost look at all the chips on the table and then just and reflect back on the decisions that you're making with all the information that you have, you know. So one of the things I wanted to discuss for a second was that, you know, maybe it was yesterday or sometime recently I was playing, and someone came in and they hosted the stream and it was very generous, and they hosted the stream with you know, the few viewers that they had, and but immediately they felt like almost like an energy vampire where they were just trying to just siphon energy from me through the chat, through like, hey, look, I gave you a host, now you look at me, you know, and like that type of energy is not what I want. That's not really acceptable to me, and I don't want to be engaged in that. I don't even want to read that stuff while I'm over here in such a nice, amazing state. I don't want to be disrupted, you know, and I get that not everyone does that. But I think that those that are not that way will still appreciate the stream and appreciate the time in here, and they don't need my attention, because the energy I'm already emitting is already so pure, you know. And I'd like to be able to interact with people that really love their time here, and maybe we'll come across a way to do that, whether it's through Discord or through comments or something like that on YouTube videos, or even just checking the chat every now and then. But I felt that was important to touch base on, because it's think we messed up. Yeah. The balance between heart and mind is a very fascinating thing. I've really enjoyed this match right now. Great job. Great job. Thank you for sticking in there. Thank you for fighting with me. Really well done. Sona overextended by a lot in that situation. Could have been very difficult to get anything out of, and technically perfectly played by the other team. But it's great practice. And if they don't execute flawlessly, then we get what we want. Let this one go though. Oh my gosh, Kane, please. Go in for me. Oh, jeez. Well, so if you want to know what I was looking for in that situation, or how we could have turned that situation back on them, it stemmed from having the Kane position from here to here. He was watching and waiting, and not, he didn't have ult, so that is very something that I could have, but he pinged, and I didn't look. I looked and see what I hadn't been paying attention to the build. I haven't been paying to the fact that he's 0-2. He hadn't transformed. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of reasons for him not to go in. So like, it's not his fault, you know, but it just was, he pinged that he was coming, and I could have easily left, but I stayed, trusting his ping, that that's what he wanted, you know. If he did decide to fight out, I was prepared to use my heal and try to kite it out, but my damage is going to be less because I haven't had this. I didn't finish this item, so I think all in all, you know, it just wasn't the right call to fight there. I was ready to leave, and I'm not blaming the Kane. You know, like I was the one that wasn't looking at his all of like his stats, what he's purchased, whether his ultimate's up. He was really just protecting himself. Oh boy, dude, we definitely hit it pretty hard right now though. Ah man, I'm looking for Kane. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm looking for us to be able to continue at the rate that we were moving at in there, and I'm looking for Kane to dive that very deeply in that moment and use his E, go through the tower, lock onto the Ezreal, you know, get his ultimate off, kill Zac, kill Ezreal, then we can turn and fight the Yasuo. One of the most difficult things about AD carry is not being set up. It's a bit my fault. Dude, no. I didn't expect him to have his ult again. He literally just used it. That's my fault. Damn, that's frustrating. You know, there's two things to look at for that, because I stepped up really far because I want to fight, but my jungle didn't set me up, and I ignored that and decided to go anyways, because if I can outplay it, then you know, oh, that wind wall was perfectly. Get him. He flashed. He's not gonna be able to get it. At that point, you let it go. You got his flash. That's why it's so important to fight hard on these other situations, because all you got right there, when you finally got your little moment that you wait for, because you waited so long to actually to fight that hard, all you get is their flash. Guess what? You guys flash. You know, when that could have been something that you would have burnt his flash in this fight over here on this tower that I'm walking up towards now. If he had pushed for the Zac and the Ezreal underneath the tower. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do about this. Even if I dealt damage to him. I actually, I'm gonna buy this, and for future reference, I think I'm gonna buy the Zeal so that it allows me to turn into the Mortal Reminder if I need to in this situation, you know. Because what I purchased does not go into, you know, it only goes to the rapid fire cannon. I can't shift my direction, and so now I'm stuck.
An ally has been slain.
know, I think I needed to attack him right away. That moment when he walked, that was my moment to kill him, or to at least get the trade I was looking for. Just have to be really cautious of where I go, but I'm trying to get us to get more pressure out. We're not focusing. See how we didn't really engage.
Shut down.
We kind of waited for them to go in. We needed Arcane to dive deep for Malphite to open, like, to get the window to go in. Ah, I walked into it. It's hard to tell.
The enemy has been slain.
Dude, that was so close. You know, if I was on my rocket launcher, I would have been able to get the kill on the Yasuo sooner, because he got out of range, and then that would have opened up the kill on the Ezreal and the or the Zac. It was one of the two that were low, but either way, it would have opened the gates on that to be able to run down and get everything else that we needed. If you're ever in these type of games, don't give up. Is literally, this is the best training ground to improve, and people want to just throw it away. It's like,
An ally has been slain.
wow,
Enemy
I might be dead, depending on how. Okay. Oh, I actually mechanically messed up there a little bit, but that was really good overall. If I go rapid fire cannon, yeah, it's smart to finish an item, and then now I just go more damage with Infinity Edge, I guess. Otherwise, I'm sitting on a. And attack speed would have helped me, I think, a lot in that situation. It gives me more movement, more ability to kind of wiggle in and out, because I can get my damage off, even if it's not going to be as much now, because of the, I didn't go Affinity Edge route. It might give me an opening. I think that decision just got him killed. Oh, that wind wall's so good. Can he stop? And we're gonna lose the inhib. I don't think he can stop him, but that was a bit of a rush purchase. Dang, I didn't see how much health he had. So one of the things that was really smart about that was that I rocketed early on in the fight, and Yasuo decided to use the wind wall for it. So that meant that next time we engaged, he wasn't gonna have it up. Yeah, Baron would be really nice right now. I just don't. To travel across the map for a 20-second timer, I just don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna keep going. We have an inhib down, and if they go for me, then that frees up stuff on Baron. It was really hard to dodge because of the slow, and I didn't have a ward, but they should be okay to get this. Oh my Kane, that is so risky. Why just wait till his ult is done and finish him rather than I think this is a wise item to remove the knockups and the slows. There used to be lifesteal on this item, but no, it's just magic resist now. And crit, I'm gonna be at 100% crit. I want to do something for armor pen. I think it would be really wise. But self peel, I think, is the name of the game on this one. Zach's gonna get like really strong, like really big, you know. And if I can't help shred through him quickly, then our fights are gonna be they're gonna go on for a while. But no one else on their team is really gonna be tanky, so I might be able to get away with it. But one good tank is enough to think the way that this fight is going, I pretty much, I don't know, it's hard to say. That fight, it didn't really matter too much. I think 2 people going back is really good. Obviously I shouldn't, but it should have been Kane that backed and Malphite stay. Gotta keep the Kane focused on what's important here. I'm gonna go right to the red buff and then to the dragon because it's spawning right now. But if Kane was here already, we'd be able to start the dragon. I'm also gonna do the scuttle and let him do this. That way, if there was anyone that showed up and wanted to contest, we'd be able to turn on them really quickly and accentuate the lead. I see the Zac, I'm coming. I'm not gonna chase. I'm just gonna. I really tried to time that just right. That would have been really nice. I should attack the tower early on in that wave, so it's done in that situation, so that it's not destroying most of the minions. Ezreal's gonna try to attack me here. Even if he doesn't do what I say he's going to, like that, it's like still something I have to be careful of. Good job. We get out, we reset. Now's the real big choice. I think I go Bloodthirster, but if I get caught one time and it's not enough, and I need to cleanse, then we will have, you know, quote unquote, thrown the game by not having a cleanse to get off of Zac jump or Yasuo knock up or Sona stun or even a slow that was just enough. So it's a risk, but I get a shield here if I can attack some minions and also a lot more damage, so that's really nice. Just gotta be careful for Zac. Yes, good job. This game had a moment where it was looking pretty grim and we had a few mistakes. But it was a well-fought battle and a great match. Give that to Janna. Ooh, 4 honors? My goodness.